Thanks, Jim. I was speaking earlier with Rob Stoddard, who's the CEO of Bio Alberta, and he said, I've got someone you need to meet. And he grabbed me by the arm and he marched me over to the Canada booth and he introduced me to Sarah Cowling and Medlior in Calgary. And he said, okay, you got to go interview her. So thank you for coming over on short notice. And I'd appreciate you telling our listeners what it is your company's all about.
Absolutely. So we do evidence generation. And so I like to joke we're nerds for hire. So what we do is work with companies or organizations really in the life sciences space that have a research question that they want to answer.
Okay.
So it typically falls into a couple of buckets, but sort of one of our claims to fame or what we're really well known for is real world evidence. And so that's the type of evidence that's collected outside of clinical trials. So it's typically collected in the community. And so what we do is we are able to request data from the health system, particularly in Alberta, to be released to us so we can analyze it for industry-sponsored research and publish those findings.
So you say particularly in Alberta, do you do it elsewhere?
We can do it elsewhere. Alberta's infrastructure allows for us to work directly with the health system for those data requests. For other provinces, we work with the analytics group in that province. So for example, in Ontario, we would work with ICES to request data for the Ontario population. They would take our protocol, but then they would analyze the data and provide it back to us to then publish it. Okay. Whereas we do it all in-house in Alberta.
Okay, so and forgive me if I missed this, but who is your target client?
Yeah, so a lot of times it is those commercial entities who need this data in order to get regulatory approval or just to get onto the provincial formularies so their drug can get to patients. So oftentimes it is the pharmaceutical companies that will be supporting, or even like the smaller to medium-sized biotech companies if there's a device and they need to show what patients are in the population, really to understand their value proposition, what's the unmet need, and potentially what's the budget impact of bringing their particular technology to the Canadian market.
One of the things I love about doing this is I get to sit down with cool people like you and go, like, really, you can do that?
Yes, you can. It's very helpful.
Yeah, well, and thank you so much for sharing this. I need to learn more about your company, and I hope the people who are listening to this conversation are thinking the same thing. What is your address, the email address?
Oh,
and website.
Okay, so tara.cowling@medlior.com and www.medlior.com.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you much.
Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.